Two Queers in a Truck. And I'm Billy James Gunn, and my sidekick, Christian Cano, partner with Gunn, is coming up next.
Hey everyone, I'm Jim's sidekick. Welcome to Two Queers in a Truck. Hi y'all.
See you soon. Good morning, everybody. It is Two Queers in a Truck time, and it is February 25th. Ooh. That means this is the last episode of the month. The next episode will be March of 2025.
Wow. Yeehaw.
So if you are watching this when it drops, we were right on the edge of February with a few days left. But it's been an eventful winter and an eventful Super Bowl season and many other things. I'm sure a lot of things have happened since we recorded these, which we'll talk about in March. But we ran out of time in the last episode, and the third topic we didn't even address because the middle topic was so important. And we made a on-the-fly decision to keep talking about it because there was so much to unpack. But it didn't mean this topic was worth ignoring because it has something to do with that topic. It is Megyn Kelly's absolute Karen meltdown over the Bad Bunny concert. Now, this is the same woman that was referring to 14, 15-year-old girls as women. And that it was okay that Trump and all the people at Epstein Island diddled 14 or 15-year-old quote-unquote women because they weren't under 12, allegedly. And now realize she has like a 14 or 15-year-old daughter. At the same time, she was saying this in the same breath as somebody that has a teenage daughter, a teenage girl. Because those 14, 15-year-old girls or younger, those are girls, y'all. And that's fucked up. And the same person's having an absolute middle, and she talked about, somehow she pulled Islam in there into her rant, and she was having this white girl Karen moment like she usually does, and just
as if she watched football.
Yeah.
Because she made it sound like, she was like a diehard, whatever, like New York Giants fan who doesn't want Bad Bunny to ruin the sport. And this is America's sport, and this.
And here's the thing. First of all, it was the halftime show.
Yeah.
It wasn't the game. If the sport ruins themselves, it won't be because of Bad Bunny or any other halftime performance. That's the distraction and the time killer while the team and the stadium resets and the networks reset.
Yeah.
It's the halftime show. Now, Bad Bunny's performance was way more interesting in the game.
Yes.
I not only watched the halftime show after the fact, a recorded version of it, because I don't have any interest in pro foosball. And maybe Megyn Kelly has a point from the fact that maybe the halftime shows draw more viewership than the actual game because the halftime shows are more interesting and entertaining than the fucking game. And maybe that's why the NFL does it. Is this controversy with Bad Bunny creates viewership. People are going to tune in just out of curiosity. And for the NFL to stay relevant, there's got to be a little friction. Otherwise, it's just another boring NFL game. For it to be the Super Bowl, it's got to have some super attention. Because nobody really cares about the game. Nobody talked about Seattle's victory. At the end of the day, Bad Bunny's performance and the scuttlebutt around it was more important than the game. And these people making a big deal about his performance are actually making him he's transcending the game itself. Instead of them doing their job and reporting about the game, her meltdown was about Bad Bunny, not about Seattle or the Patriots. So who's making a big deal of it and who's not? Who's preoccupied and obsessed about Bad Bunny? And if she really wanted to make it about the NFL, she should talk about the intricacies of the Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots. Mm-hmm. She should have done an expose on, what the Patriots are like without their superstars of the 2000s. How different of a team it is.
And how terrible terrible of an offensive game it was, Yeah,
There's a whole bunch of angles. if she really wanted to put the focus back on the game, put the focus on the game. But the fact is, she focused only on Bad Bunny.
Yes.
And the fact that he waxed fucking Kid Diddler Rock's ass in the ratings. The fact that less than a 20th of the audience watched that fucking hillbilly lip synced, bad recorded porn studio deal that looked like it should be at a tractor pool or maybe at Mar-a-Lardo, for a private audience.
And it wasn't even live. It wasn't even live.
No, it was pre-recorded and most likely lip synced. It was crappy. And most of the artists that promised to also perform it pulled out because they didn't want to be associated with him or that event. Because who the fuck wants to?
Yeah.
It would be a career ender for you. I mean, Kid Rock's career is already over, so it's no big deal. But even the other has-beens that kind of promised, you notice, even the Jason Aldean's or whatever the fuck his name is, didn't show up for a reason. And what also is brought up is Kid Rock's really cringy old TV interview about the Olsen twins and telling men why wait till they're 18 when they were 14. And because there's turf on the field, you can play. And that's why I call him Kid Diddler Rock. Is he was literally saying, I would love to statutory bleep those two 14-year-old Olsen twins because they're hot. Two 14-year-old twin girls. So what we're fighting against is a counterculture of enabler culture and sexual assault culture in this country. This is a battle for the soul that comes from. And we'll be right back with some more important messages right after this. Hey everybody, you can catch us on your favorite audio podcast platform, Spotify, and all Apple Store, the Google machine, and whoever else does podcasts. We're on there. We broke in and we're staying. So enjoy the Two Queers of the Truck on your favorite audio podcast platform. Thanks for listening or watching. Bye bye. Happy Pride.
Howdy y'all, Christian Cano here at the terrific new theater in Birmingham, Alabama.
My name is Tamara DeBolt. I'm the executive director of Terrific New Theater, the theater in which this glorious world premiere is taking place.
So you're not a cast member?
I am not.
And I'm Del Shores, and I'm not a cast member. I wrote the recipe box, and I directed it. Yes, and
I'm Emerson Collins, and I play Rick Sprague, the depressive math professor who gets left by his husband and stuck with his mother-in-law.
I am the mother-in-law he is stuck with. My name is Carrie Gisler Oliver, and I play Luwanda Bayless, and she's a fun little character. I enjoy her very much.
Well, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all for taking time to talk to us. What initially draws
And for me, I sort of love this idea of a man who wants to do okay in life, but has a significant childhood trauma that sort of overwhelms him into adulthood, and what that does to the relationships with the other characters and people in his life. And I find that really fascinating. It's we're all broken for various different reasons, and the particular things that he is stuck in that he can't get past, and how it impacts his relationships, and what it means to work through that and build a new relationship and sort of rediscover yourself was a really exciting sort of cliff to jump off of into this really great play.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the Two Queers in the Truck Show 2025 edition. We have a new special show that is coming on as part of the Cannis Media family of shows, and it's the Tony Foreman Show. And they're going to talk about a little bit different things than we typically talk about on the coffee show or the queer show that we often reference. And it's going to be a little bit more of a serious show, a little bit more of talking about very specific issues amongst Latin, Latino men and Hispanic men. Tony Foreman is the Afro-Latino. And then I'm assuming that Christian's going to be on the show as well, which is a Latino male, a Tejano. And they're going to talk about things that are probably important to their generations, to what's going on in pop culture and where they fit in the world. And I guess that's always the existential question. Why am I here? But anyway, if you want to know why you're here and you whether you fit in that demographic or not, it should be interesting. I know Tony and Christian will keep it light and funny, and probably a little bit of silliness in there too, to boot. I'm looking forward to listening to it myself and not having to actually produce a show all the time. But please tune in at 10 o'clock on Wednesday mornings when that show drops, and enjoy more shows from the Cannis Media family in 2025. Thank y'all. And if we want to talk about morality, y'all shouldn't wrap it in a flag with Kid Rock in it. Because that's a rotten sausage sandwich that looks like a meth lab at a butt baby with a Motel 6.
Yeah, if
That's
that
not the
is,
message y'all think it is.
yes.
I'm just saying. Christianity and Kid Rock and all y'all's moral right-wing nut moral crusades ain't it.
Gersemi, don't you think? And I know we're going to talk about this on our other show, but to me, if there was a civil war or a culture war, whatever term people use, they've lost it
Oh,
because
a long time ago.
yeah, because if their person that they hold up to, this is the culture that we want to save, and it's Kid Rock and Ted Nugent, that's them, and we are everyone else. They've lost. It's like,
Well, yeah, I mean, even the Puppy Bowl had more viewers than the fucking Kid Rock thing, like
exactly.
double.
Yeah.
And that was just a
But-
commercial. It's just a silly throw-off thing at the end of the Super Bowl. It goes without saying, what people are interested in is people don't want culture wars.
Yeah.
70% of the population supported the trans community in 2015 and 2016 when they did the bathroom bill in North Carolina. In conservative North Carolina, 70% of the population did not want to segregate bathrooms because nobody wants to bring back segregation. Because it was never about the bathrooms, the water fountains, or the lunch counters. Not in the 50s and not now. Nobody wants to go through, live in a segregated America. Bad Bunny's show proved that. We love Puerto Rico. We love Hispanic and Latin America culture. Who doesn't like a street festival like you do in Rio with Carnival? Who doesn't like Fiesta time in San Antonio?
Exactly.
Only the fuddy-duddy boring assholes that we don't embrace anyway, like Kid Rock. I don't care if I don't understand what Bad Bunny's saying. I can see it in his dancing, the performance, the set, and all that. I can understand it even though I don't speak Spanish. That's as simple as that. And I can read. Which maybe that's why they're mad, is they couldn't read the billboard that says love.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't understand that. Maybe they don't recognize that because they're so eat up with hate. Is that maybe they hate America so much because they hate the diversity and the great melting pot of the United States. And the fact that it doesn't put white, fat, mouth-farting bigots at the top of the list anymore. And that other people have taken the stage, whether they like it or not, and it just fucking grinds their fucking gears. Which has always been the central theme of the 250 years of the United States. It's been the central theme. It's on the plaque on the Statue of Liberty. It is what it was embraced in Galveston Island when my grandmother came over from Europe. Is everything said, bring me your tired, poor, and you're hungry. That's what I learned in school. You know, and that's not changed. And the only people that are afraid of immigrants and diversity are the same narrow-minded assholes that burned women and drowned them in tanks for witches 400 years ago, and the same assholes live in this country today. And they're small. They're the 5 million that watch fucking Kid Rock make a spectacle of himself with his pre-recorded lip-sync crappy show. They're the same people that will go to the Melania movie. That's a total piece of crap and it's gotten one of the worst scores ever by Rotten Tomatoes and all the critics. It's not even worth the film that it was printed on. And we all know it's just a money-grabbing scheme. So we're not ignorant on that. Speaking of money-grabbing schemes, President Trump, 4 months after he pardoned Changpeng Zhao, the Binance founder, cryptocurrency, invested $4.7 billion into Trump's World Liberty financial stablecoin. Talk about a profitable pardon. That is 87% of Trump's coins were bought by this guy for getting him, I guess, out of jail. It's the largest financial corruption scandal in American presidential history, and nobody's talking about it. Why? Somebody bought our president, and they're more obsessed about, these same people are more obsessed about bad money and not even talking about the swamp that bought the president of the United States. Because there's no other way of saying that. It's not an accident that he gets out of jail and 4 months later. His company is buying 87% of the coins that paid Trump $4.7 billion, or his family, or whomever. And they're not the only ones. We had a foreign country buy $500 million worth of coins too. There is all kinds of people. And I don't think somebody paid $4.7 billion for shits and giggles. I mean, besides the pardon, we also realize that $4.7 billion comes with some strings, some caveats. What laws is Trump going to change or ignore to protect the cryptocurrency market because of this investment? And does that benefit the American people or the oligarchs? We're up against our second break, and we'll be right back with some more Two Queers in a Truck after these important messages. Hey y'all, thanks for listening to Two Queers in a Truck. And we do broadcast on YouTube and Facebook in a video version. And we're also on all the audio platforms out there. So your favorite way to listen to your podcast. We've been doing this for a couple years, and we appreciate y'all listening. We know you have a ton of choices, even though we may be the best choice. We always appreciate our listeners, and we'll try to bring you quality in the future. Thanks for listening. As always, Christian and Jenny, we're out. Thank y'all.
Hi, this is Yoren Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedicare is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, butthurt losers. But I'm not going to say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm going to be annoying. I'm going to say fuck fascism, and I'm going to stand up against this shit. So please, like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live with.
We are back. It's not all bad news. Here in California, they're working on or have passed 4 different bills protecting trans people. The Villas Tacos that was mentioned in the Bad Bunny deal had a line practically around the building for like 15, 16 hours on Monday. Made the news. There was news trucks out there. My wife and I swung by and got a couple tacos just to see it. We actually got pictured in some of the pictures. And it was nice to see. It was nice to see a small family-owned business that has 3 different locations here in LA. And the main location, it's tiny. It's like a walk-up window with a few tables, no tables inside, and a few outdoor tables outside. And they got nationally broadcast to 127 million Americans, including many Los Angelinos, and they felt the love. There was reporters. It looked like a circus. I didn't even get a chance to talk to those people because it was so chaotic and all that. But I'd love to have them on the show sometime. But it was positive. These people, this great American family, felt the love. And Los Angeles actually loves their business anyway. They've won tons of awards, and they weren't hurting or anything like that. Their tacos are some of the best I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm pretty chubby, so I know food. So I tell you right now, I grew up in the mothership, and their tacos were as good as anything I ever had in San Antonio. Great business. Highly recommend if you ever come to Los Angeles, go to Villa's Tacos. They've won a bunch of awards, including some Michelin Tire awards. I mean,
Oh wow.
their slogan is, high-end tacos, but at hood prices.
Oh, how funny.
And
Yeah.
it's super cute business.
Yeah.
Everybody in there, you can tell it's a family business. So there's many family members in there, and it was just adorable. And their food was off the hook. I can see why Bad Bunny eats there when he's in Los Angeles, and highlighted them because it's a beautiful people. It's a beautiful family that owns it, and no doubt it won't be the last time we go there. We're still talking about the food 2 days later, and but that's that love that I'm talking about. That is California embracing trans people and working on 4 different bills that protect our healthcare rights, our civil rights, making it a safe place for trans people coming here seeking care. That's what we also got to embrace. We got to embrace trans people, diversity. We've got to protect our Hispanic neighbors. We got to do business with their businesses. We got to. But one of the largest growing segments of the small business in the United States is a Hispanic Latinx business owner. We got to spend more money in small businesses, black and brown businesses. We've said this for years on the Coffee Show, and we still need to keep doing it. We need to make sure that's a reality. And we've got to fight this silent civil war in many ways. We got to remember to keep punching the other side and giving them the beat down they deserve, because it's always good to punch a Nazi in any way, shape, or form. Every day is a good day to punch a Nazi, as Captain America says. At the same time, we've got to hug our families and loved ones, and we've got to find the good in this world and make sure that we're talking about it, making sure we keep it alive, make sure that we go out and support artists and small businesses and the backbone of America. And we've got to do both. And we can. We because there's states that are sticking up for us. I mean, they're paying a price. The federal government's withholding money for health services and electrical vehicle hookups in 4 different states: Colorado, Illinois, Minnesota, and California. It's over $1.5 billion, but we'll just claw it back. We'll just take it out of the federal's budget. We send hundreds of billions of dollars as 4 very successful states. We'll claw it back. We'll cut that out of the $84 billion that we send to the federal government, over and above what we spend. Hook or crook, we'll survive it. There's more of us than them. There's more high rises than trailer parks, especially here in Los Angeles. And the ignorant fucks that are on that side are ignorant fucks. They're backwards ass cousin fucking ignorant fucks that look just like Kid Rock or worse, if that's possible. I mean, look at Bad Bunny and look at his glow up. And, the other performers that were on there, Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga, and look at them and look at Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Jesus. Those 3 people, chef's kiss. Look at our side and look at the trailer park side. Scraggly ass, half-eaten ham sandwich kid did the rock. There's a reason why only 5 million people could stomach viewing him. And 127 million people tuned in to look at those 3. They look like underwear models. Kid Rock looks like what's left in the underwear if there's an accident. We'll leave it at that. It's not a pretty sight. The difference between the shows is self-explanatory. If you need explanation, I can't help you. You're just not smart enough to understand. The quality and substance of the progressive left versus the trash can of the right. Mouth farts, losers, meth labs, inbreeding, and such. Who wants that? It's all stuff that we're not embracing anymore. We don't care about churches. We don't care about religiosity. We don't care about having some fealty to a made-up sky daddy. We don't want any of that crap. It's never done this country any good. People, especially the younger generations, are not going to bend at the knee. And whether it takes the oligarchy to figure out that we'll do it at the ballot box and do it the peaceful way, or it's going to be torches and pitchforks, either way, this is going to change. And on Sunday, 127 million people said yes to change and to diversity and love. And that's how you change a world. And leading the way is people like Bad Bunny. Y'all might as well get used to it. Might as well bone up on your Spanish. Or we're going to be sold off in pieces to Russia and China. One or the other. Y'all's choice. Personally, I think I'd rather learn a little bit more Spanish. And enjoy some really good tacos at Lola's Tacos, by the way. Y'all have a great week. And then we'll dance on out. And we'll talk to you in March. Bye, y'all. Bye, boo.
Bye, y'all. Bye, boo.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching this last show of February. And hope that you enjoyed the month of love and Valentine's and all of that.
Yeah.
And spring's right around the corner. It's about to sprung on us. And we'll see you in March. And hope y'all have a great rest of your month. Bye, y'all. Bye, boo.
Bye, y'all. Bye, boo.
Hi everybody, this is Yorense from the Espera Cash Show over here. All I'm here is doing a little quick PSA. Use this summer to do volunteer work. Go to your nearest YMCA, go to your nearest homeless shelter, go to whatever community services or programs that you can help out and volunteer. Because right now, we have a bunch of fascist pieces of shit trying to rip apart our country and rip apart the people, our communities by spreading hate and bigotry. The best way to combat it is, one, working in your community and standing strong to show that you are strong and you're here to help out others. Two, combat misinformation. If you hear bullshit, first research and make sure if it's true or not. If it is not true, call it out. If it is true, get the facts. Be knowledgeable of it because it might come out later. So always stand against that. And three, fuck fascists. Stand against them. Make them feel uncomfortable. There is too many people out there feeling like they can say the hard R or say slurs or be violent. Make them understand that a lot of people die to make sure this hatred and bigotry does not exist. All our civil rights workers, all the people who restored normity, everybody who fought against intolerance and hatred, they died and worked their asses off to stop this. So follow in their footsteps and stop this madness. This is Yorense again from Espera Que, and all I can say is be there for your community and stand up for what's right. Fuck fascism and have a wonderful day.